Hello everybody, it's me, RF Studios. Now this is probably weird because you haven't seen a video like this where it's just my voice and not me doing an impression or something like that, so yeah. This video is a lot like the one I did back in June, was it? I have no clue when I actually did it, but it's a lot like this video where it's the timeline explanation one. However, let me just take a sip of my drink. This video is very much going to be different compared to that one because that entire plan has changed. I know, I'm changing the plan again. What a coincidence. I think this is like the third time I've actually changed the fucking plan. Let's just jump right into it, shall we? First off, The Hunter 2, my golden child film that I've been posting about on Instagram and YouTube for the last, I don't even know, 6 months or something like that. It's going to be coming out 100%, greenlit, cast is ready, cast has already done their voices, they're just on a bit of a break right now, like me. The only reason I'm doing this video is because it kind of needs to happen. As of filming this, it's the 30th of January. 30th of January? 30th of December. 2025 is right around the corner. I won't release this video until 2025. But, in saying all this, what I'm going to do is talk about everything that's going to happen from here on out. The Hunter 2 is coming out. When? I have no clue. I've been on a break for the last month because Christmas is already hell enough as it is for me. So just adding YouTube onto it is just painful, so I've just given myself the time off to do everything. As for everything else, I will continue filming and editing and all that come January of 2025, and early 2025 we'll see the release of The Hunter 2. When exactly, I couldn't tell you. I'm aiming for mid-February, early March release, but you'll get a trailer before the release to tell you when it's actually coming out, and the release date, between the trailer and the release date, there'll be a little bit of a gap. So maybe like, I wouldn't say a month's gap, but maybe a week or two's gap. So say the trailer was on the 21st of March, then I wouldn't have the movie out until about the 10th. Until about the 10th of April, for instance. Not saying that that's going to happen, but that's just a general basis. The Hunter 2 is coming out. If you don't know what that is, I recommend going to watch the first one. It's a bit of a underwhelming video, but I recommend watching it so you can understand the whole gist of it. The retcon changes in The Hunter 2 that you've probably seen posts about all over the place on my YouTube, on my Instagram. There's a bit of retcon changing. A lot of the characters' faces have changed. I can't think of anyone that doesn't have a fucking face change. I think Maya, Chris, and Alex are the 3 characters that I didn't change the faces for. Their bodies got changed because of the suits that I've given everyone. Everyone has a Stormtrooper suit now from a bunch of Stormtrooper Battle Pack suits I have. But Brad's face has changed. Connor's chase has changed. Face has changed. God, I can't English today. And so has Tony, and so has Kevin. And all the new characters that are showing up as well. Even as far as Officer Grayson, he's gotten more of a storyline now. He was originally not going to get one, but then a certain friend of mine by the name of Nexus TV gave me... I wasn't originally going to do anything, but then he asked if I was going to do anything, and I said, maybe I could flip it. So now he gets a storyline as well of his own, which will come in due time. But let's focus on getting number 2 out. He does feature in this one, so my friend, I hope you're happy. You get a feature in this one and the next one, and then you get your own film as well. But that will come in due time. We'll talk about that in the next segment. The Hunter 2 is 100% coming out. I'm not stopping it. I'm not gonna call it quits and cancel it like I did with Guardians of the Multiverse. Again, more on that a bit later. But I hope that everyone goes and watches The Hunter, the first one. It's going to be a little bit different. If The Hunter 2 does receive well, once I've finished the Hunter saga, I may use the retcon changes and actually do a remake of the first one. We'll get back in that eventually. Alright, and on to the next segment. So, the future of the installments. The reason for Guardians of the Multiverse being cancelled, and you've probably noticed that all the videos have been taken down. There are multiple reasons as to why. Number one, I wasn't happy with the trajectory that I had to pull off. Because I decided to be super freaking ambitious and go all out for it. And during the time that I was doing that, I couldn't do it, and I just kind of looked at each video and went, yeah, that's good enough, fine, I'll post that. And some of them were really good. Like episode 4 and 5, those two received really well. And that one was Stark No More, which was by far my favorite one to film, because that saw Doctor Doom becoming Tony Stark, which is kind of a flip to the way that Iron Man, not really Iron Man, but Mr. Fantastic in one of the comics, he becomes Doctor Doom. It's kind of a flipped version of that, which I thought was a really cool idea, and I loved it. And I loved that episode. But I couldn't bring myself to continue after episode 6. I think it was, I got to filming episode 9, I believe. Because I was filming so far in advance. I got to filming episode 9 and I was almost ready, and then I just couldn't take it anymore. I had to stop, and I had to stop YouTube for a while. That's why I deleted a lot of the videos. And a lot of them I have, like the last video that I actually posted, I'm pretty sure was posted in April, according to my YouTube now. I couldn't continue. Not only for the fact of myself, but a lot of the cast members weren't able to keep up. And I don't blame them for that. To the guys who couldn't keep up with the schedule and everything like that, I don't blame you. That's my fault for being too ambitious about the project and having to cancel the project. That is on me and me alone. I have now changed it, and now I'm focusing on one at a time and not focusing on 50 million things, and also not focusing on having all of them play 50 million goddamn characters, because that was on me, and I was just burning them out, and I was burning myself out. So, to those guys who stuck around and were able to stick around, I'm so thankful for all of you. But I could not continue personally with the project. Now Guardians of the Multiverse is cancelled, the series at least. Will I go back to something like that in the form of a movie? Maybe. We will get to that after I've decided on what I'm doing next. Coming with that was going to be an abrupt ending for multitude of reasons. I was going to end the series, but then I thought, no, I can't do that to myself. I want to keep going. I like this. I like what I do. It reminds me of the old days of YouTube. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get the old days of YouTube on the channel so that people can see what life was like. Because I am not that big of a YouTuber. I have, 80 subscribers? 83 or something? I don't know off the top of my head. I don't have that many. I'm not at 100 yet, and when I'm at 100, I'll probably be really freaking happy. But at the moment, I do this for me, and it comes out of my pocket. All of it. I don't get paid by YouTube. I don't get paid by anyone but the company that I currently work for, which I will not disclose. But who I currently work for is what pays the bills and what pays for this to continue. So, and this is not me asking for help from anybody. I will do this by myself, and I will find a way to put all these projects out here with the money that I currently possess. Now, in saying all of this, I want to continue doing movie projects, and I'm going to limit myself. This year, I'm going to try with just 2 or 3. The Hunter 2 will be the first one coming out, and after that's come out, then I'll release what the next one's going to be. Because I haven't exactly written it. I have the idea in my head, but I want to focus on this one before I even think about it. but I'm gonna focus on 1 or 2 projects in a year, because I feel like that's a pace slow enough for me to do, but it's also better for the quality of the projects and also for the benefit of my actors, of my voice actors, because these guys don't get paid, but they are really good at what they do. I will name a few eventually, but there are some that I am sitting there like, how the hell did I get you in this? And also I'm limited by space and where I can actually film and stuff like that. I am trying new techniques currently with the Hunter 2, so we're gonna see how those work. If they don't work, then we'll go back to the drawing board and then we'll come back to another one. But in saying all of this, let's just see what 2 projects will bring. I'm going to do 2 projects this year, and I already know what both of those are going to be. So we'll have one at the start of the year and one at the end of the year. If I feel like between filming and editing and writing and all of that crap, I can squeeze in a 3rd one come 2026, maybe. But I think if we stay with 2 for now, 2 major projects, this is not including only 2 videos a year. I promise you that. But I will get more into that in a second. But the Hunter 2 will be the first project. And also, the future of the RF Studios cinematic universe is going to change, but it's going to be a lot better. The way that it was set out before was that it was only going to be Marvel for 1 chapter and only DC for the next. Scrap that idea, because I am bored with only just using Marvel characters. Not gonna lie. I want to dive into the DC universe because I'm Reverse Flash Studios. I kinda need DC to live, you know? Does this mean we're gonna see Batman meets Iron Man again, and this time it's gonna stay on the channel? Yes, we will in due time. I don't know when, but we will, eventually. Because I've got so many decent voice actors. I've got a decent voice actor for Batman and a decent voice actor for Iron Man, and honestly, seeing those two seeing those two together, the chemistry would be mwah, beautiful, chef's kiss, love it. But let's get on to the next section. More content-wise, I'm a gamer, always have been, always will be. Since a child, I've always been a gamer. Now, there is one video that I have out called RF Studios Does Something Else, which is just me and my friends playing Cards Against Humanity. That is a normal setting of my life. That is me just playing video games and having fun with it. Between recording that and recording another session, I'm pretty sure I still have about an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours more worth of content from just Cards Against Humanity alone. And that was also, and they're more unhinged than what I showed. What I showed was just a snippet of how bad me and my friends can be. But trust me, we can be a lot worse. And we did get a lot worse after about an hour of recording. So, I want to, some point, edit all that together and make either a big chunk of Cards Against Humanity videos, or a couple little snippets of Cards Against Humanity videos. Maybe like a 5-minute video of Cards Against Humanity, so you can see what my life is like, and what I do, what I could do, as well as stop motion. I also have a couple sections of other gameplays, like Gartic Phone, and once I can set my Xbox to actually record shit, maybe I'll do some GTA and stuff like that too, if that is what people want to see. I'm not sure what the YouTube algorithm wants people to see nowadays, so I'm just putting out whatever content I think is worthy, and we're calling it that. Like, I want to do a Minecraft series with a lot of my friends, and I'm tempted to get a realm together because I've asked them about it, and they want to do it as well. Well, a couple of them thought it was a great idea. It's just who affords the realm, who can afford the realm. So it's just going through those ideas and finding out who's doing what. As for, there's another idea I have, which is a podcast idea. that a friend of mine and I have thought of. He thought of doing a podcast ages ago, but never said anything about it to me personally. It was more for another project that I wasn't really a part of. I think I was a voice actor in it, and that was about it. But I spoke to him and asked him, and he said he would want to. So come 2025, some point, I think we both should do that. What it will be exactly, could not tell you. I have zero fucking clue what this actually could be about. We haven't exactly discussed it through. Most of the conversation was, do you want a podcast? Yes, cool, all right. That's a foot in the door. Mostly that is it about, yeah, that's all I can think of. Let me think. That is, yeah, I believe that is everything that I have to think about and talk to for today. Yeah, I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. That's it. That's all. This video was it needed to happen, especially with the fact that I haven't really spoken about any other projects, and I never really spoke about why Guardians of the Multiverse got cancelled. Like I said, I don't blame anyone but myself for what happened with that. That is all on me. But I think that is it for today. Please do like and subscribe if you do want to see what I've spoken about. If you haven't watched this video and you're only watching the end of it to see what actually came up, I'll sum it up for you. The Hunter is coming out. More projects are coming out, probably about 2 a year. Maybe a podcast and maybe different types of videos, like gaming videos, will come out. That's a pretty easy wrap. So yes, please like and subscribe. Blah blah blah. Do all that shit. I don't know. Just make it so YouTube has to pay me money at this point, because I'd like to have 2 separate incomes. Having one income is painful enough as it is in this economy. Yeah, follow me on Instagram as well. Follow my TikTok. Yeah, RFS TikTok. I haven't posted on that thing in God knows how long. I really should go back to it, because some of the shit that I post is funny. And they're just dumb edits that I do. So, without further ado, we will say goodbye for now. Hope you all had a Merry Christmas. Hope you all have a good New Year. And let's not try to die this year either. So, yeah, goodbye.